reasonably good job of my name. I know it's
That's all right. I tried.
did reasonably well. Thank you very much. And I had really prepared an address, very brief. I think it will speak to the issues, but might cover a couple of other topics to think. But let me start really at the beginning, and thank you, Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. And just permit me, let me start by congratulating the UK for hosting the first CTO Ministerial Alliance after the COVID-19 pandemic. Hint, we hope you do more in this regard. I also wish to congratulate the new Secretary General of the CTO, Ms. Benedette Lewis, on her ascension to the role. And really turning to Botswana, two things that I want to do. I just want to talk about our efforts and then talk about these challenges. In pursuit of our aspirations for becoming a full player in the digital economy, the Republic of Botswana commits to providing connectivity to all residents through deployment of digital infrastructure and provision of ICT services by 2025. This is in line with His Excellency the President Masisi's digital transformation and mindset change drive, as well as the Transitional National Development Plan, which spans the next 2 financial years. The government seeks to digitize all sectors of the economy, in particular the remote and hard-to-reach areas, farming areas, the tourism areas, and the critical regional trade routes. Botswana commits to leave no one behind as we digitalize our economy, amongst these being people with low ICT skills, remote area dwellers, women, youth, and people with disability. Botswana commits to achieving universal broadband connectivity through extending the existing fiber ring to cover the rest of the country, and I think we're sitting somewhere close to 12,000 kilos of fiber now. The target is to connect all population centers comprising cities, towns, villages through both mobile and fixed telephony. Currently, Botswana is upgrading all mobile infrastructure to a minimum 4G, with 5G targeted for more populous centers. Our focus is mobile broadband connectivity is anchored on high population demand for such technologies and the ease with which they're able to deploy them. Some of the interventions geared towards encouraging connectivity for all are the development and the review of legislative environment. Some of the areas that we need to get right are regulating and hosting of data on the cloud to ensure public confidence, the review of the law on national citizen registrars, to ensure that we cater for EID we use across the whole economy, that we can use across the whole economy. The release of radio frequency spectrum to facilitate the deployment of next generation networks throughout the country. And I note here, and I know we've had conversations with Meta, very keen on release of spectrum for Wi-Fi, and this I think competes with the 5G. Connecting all government facilities, including schools, health facilities, village centers, which we call khotlas, libraries and youth centers. And to this I can speak to a very specific project the government is embarked on called Smart Bots, and it's essentially providing Wi-Fi connectivity to these facilities. The schools, health centers, and these village centers called khotlas, which are basically a democratic forum for consultations of the village and communities. And that the government provides it free to communities in that. So facilitation of non-government facilities, e.g. businesses, for providing readily available fiber and mobile broadband connections, provision of free Wi-Fi to public in all population centers. I've basically spoken to that. And the regulatory interventions to ensure affordability of broadband internet. Right, so let's just move quickly to some of these challenges. So in spite of all the efforts that the government of Botswana has geared at leaving no one behind, we're faced with challenges that we need to highlight for our regional and global partner. Botswana, as I said earlier, is mostly sparsely populated country in the world. I think we're number 10 in terms of, if you looked at our population density per square kilometer of the least sparsely thing, leading to a very high per capita cost for connectivity. Botswana, again, is also a landlocked country and experiences transit costs of internet through our neighbors. And these are a significant contributor to the cost of providing services and things. The need to ensure that citizens are able to fully partake in the digital economy while addressing the ICT skills gap. It's yet another aspect of a challenge that we face. And of course, I think applicable to all of us is just keeping the population safe and secure in the cyberspace. I think I should add to this the challenge of power that was spoken to, I think, much earlier as well is quite a significant challenge in terms of our deployment for connectivity. But I want to end it just by saying that really for us, it's not connectivity for connectivity's sake. It's really about content and services relevant to our citizens that we want to provide to them. And that truly is the end goal. Fiber as Wi-Fi, as one of the technologies that really helps us to deploy these content and services. Thank you very much.